I know one question that a lot of people in the community have is how will this project affect pedestrians and cyclists?
Great question. So currently, if you're on the interurban trail and you want to cross Argonne, really the only option is you make this type of movement. So you cross the railroad tracks on 2 occasions to get to a crosswalk. The primary change we're making is we're moving this crosswalk across the tracks, south of the tracks, to better align with the trail. So now, a user moving east-west along Millwood's trail can stay on the south side of the tracks and cross at a signalized, pedestrian-actuated signal that's coordinated with the entire traffic signal and the railroad signal to get safely across. We think this is one of the biggest benefits to Millwood and the trail users. And also, there's one small improvement that we're making as well. I call it a pedestrian refuge right here. Mm-hmm. So as you cross, you can, if you need to, stop in between this median island to give yourself some refuge area.
I think this is a pretty fantastic enhancement. They really weren't doing that kind of design with these trails 20 years ago, but I'm seeing this become more and more standards at pedestrian-friendly downtowns around the country. So this is exciting around the interurban trail and the train tracks. Tell us a little bit about what's going to be improved for pedestrians here at the 4-way intersection.
This crosswalk will be illuminated much, much better than it is now. There'll be decorative illumination on both sides, specifically at the crosswalk to provide a safer situation. Same at the crosswalk on the south side of the tracks, specific illumination for that, and on the west side there, the crossing of Euclid.
So there's going to be great pedestrian flow all around. How does that then connect up to the north end of Argonne?
So once we get north of Empire, as we discussed, there's a crossing just on the north side of Empire. There's a crossing at the Liberty intersection, and both these are pedestrian actuated, so you're very familiar with it. You push a button, you get the walk sign, and you cross safely. We have chosen not to provide a crossing of Argonne at Dalton because it's an unsignalized intersection.
That makes sense.
We want to point pedestrians to controlled intersections, so Euclid and Argonne, Liberty and Argonne. That's the safest configuration.
Mm-hmm. Now I'm noticing that you got some things here on the east side of Argonne. Currently, there's a relatively narrow sidewalk that has some obstructions in it that's very close to traffic, right next to people whizzing by at 40 miles an hour. How is this project going to enhance the east side of Argonne Road?
There'll be a big change from that perspective. That 4 or 5 foot wide sidewalk will go away. Now there will be the travel lanes, will have a curb, and then we'll have between 3 and 5 feet of a grass strip. Then we'll have a 10-foot wide asphalt shared use path. That shared use path is for non-motorized, so it can accommodate pedestrians, scooters, strollers, and bicycles. And what most importantly, other than the safety elements and just having yet another facility that you don't currently have, it provides a vital connection between the interurban trail on the south side and the Centennial Trail, which is outside of the city limits, but just north of the Spokane River.
This sounds fantastic. It looks like it's going to be an enhancement for all types of travel, but especially pedestrians and cyclists, exactly the kind of traffic we want to bring into downtown Millwood.
Yes, correct. And it's the biggest benefit is not to the public traveling through Millwood. It's for the people of Millwood using these facilities.